Hello and welcome to another video from thefanpub.com.
Yeah, and I'm going to really talk about today. We're going to do another player profile video, and again, Al has no idea what I'm going to spring on him.
So these are your breakout.
These are players. No, not necessarily breakouts. These are players that they're due to their ADP. They're going to cause a lot of controversy. That's the idea behind this video series, and this one particularly should be interesting. So he really will cause controversy. I think this was the perfect video today for it. Devonta Freeman. Now, let's examine him in a little bit more detail. I'm curious for your reaction on him. I've already got my mind made up on what I'm going to say about him. What do you think about this guy?
We spoke about Devonta Freeman the other day, and where he's going, a lot of people are arguing he's good value.
Yeah, because he's going at the moment on ADPs. He's going in that sort of third or fourth round range, isn't he?
Yeah, he's going. Let me see exactly where.
Because we talked the other day, we were talking about Aaron
34.
Jones. So 34, so just about third round.
Third round, yeah.
You know, would you expect that to climb? I probably could see it climbing.
It will climb because
logically people are getting a little bit interested in him in certain leagues.
Because he has been a first round player in the past, hasn't he?
Yeah.
When he's
healthy.
Great.
Healthy, you see, this is the lovely thing. I was waiting for that. But it's natural. You see, this is going to be going back to my point with him. Look, you have to go back to 2015 with Devonta Freeman. I want to just share something with you. I've just had it prepared because I wanted to bring up Devonta Freeman's injury history. Now, this is what's interesting about this.
These are the games he's played here.
You see, in 2015 was the year. Well, 2015 for me and 16 was the 15 was the breakout year. 2016 cemented himself as a player that had high caliber. But since those 2 years, and even during those 2 years, he did get some injuries, some knocks on him. But he's never been the same since. And there's no point us sitting here today and going, if he stays healthy, if he plays 16 games, if he does this, because here's the issue with him. Let's go back a little bit here. So if you go back to 2015, August of that year, he had a hamstring injury, grade 1. On the 22nd of November the same year, he ended up with a head cranial contusion. That's the first, effectively, concussion, grade 1. He then had a hip injury going into 2016, which affected him massively because he didn't play another down after that hip injury. That was against Green Bay. Then he comes back the following year. So he played to October. He had a brilliant year up until that October point, and he was never the same. Then he had another head cranial concussion in August the 13th, another one on November the 12th. So he's had 3.
That's something I didn't know about.
He then had an MCL sprain, grade 2. Then he re-injured his PCL, grade sprain, and this all happened in December. Then he had a knee bruise on 2018, which affected him massively. And then he had a what's called a petal foot bruise, which doesn't sound serious. He played weeks 1 to 5 and then missed all the remaining games for the rest of the season because of that injury with everything else combined. And these are the injuries, and I need to re-put this in here, that we know of. So when people talk to you, any expert that says, hey, look at this value, screaming value, what with all this hanging over him, I don't see this as value. His ADP, as Al rightly highlighted, will climb. I'm avoiding like the plague. I'm not even going anywhere near this guy. I'm going to let other people take him. If you believe in him, good luck to you. I hope it works out. But don't be surprised. We come back and revisit this video and this guy massively falls down your list.
Well, yeah, I actually agree with you because a player I've been drafted everywhere, I mean pretty much in every league, is Ito Smith.
I'm glad you've highlighted him. That's the clever play. It really is the clever play.
He's such good value, I think.
I think he's fantastic. I mean, this is a bit like the Leonard Fournette situation, except for one difference. That this is the clear, logical backup to Devonta Freeman. This guy has played a little bit. He's shown you something that's interesting. And I actually feel that this guy will not survive very long contact in the NFL. It's just everything is pointing towards more problems. I mean, 3 concussions. That's quite worrying. And those are the ones we know of. Okay, and that's worrying. Very, very worrying indeed. So it's a very serious situation that faces him. So his road back to greatness. I'm not saying he can't. He's done it previously. Not arguing that he's not capable. But I'm not sitting here today, 2 years removed. In fact, this is his 3rd year. 3 years removed from the best years and say he could do it. Well, yeah, sure. I mean, maybe I could go back on the field and after 30 years and maybe I can throw a deep ball, maybe, but I don't think it's worth the injury risk. So I'm avoiding like the plague here. So that's my honest opinion on him.
Okay,
I just
so
don't
if you're avoiding
understand.
like the pain, that makes Ito a very good pick.
Fantastic pick.
I remember there's no Tevin Coleman anymore.
Like you've
so
always,
they like to run two anyway.
I've only got him in a couple of American leagues, and Al's got him everywhere else in the English
got
league.
him
I've got him in American leagues, but I can't get it. Every time I go to try and pick him, he's picked him above me every time.
But Ito isn't a big back, so the other two you've probably got to bear in mind. I think there's a camp fight going on between Quadri-Ollison, who's a rookie, and Brian Hill, who's been in the league a couple of years, for the big sort of running backup. So there could be some value in Ollison. I'd probably fancy him to edge out Hill, but who knows? But I'd say maybe some value if you're in a dynasty league in Quadri-Ollison as well as a deep flyer.
Yeah, very good points. So hopefully what we've done in this video is giving you a steer on our thoughts about this tricky player that comes up quite early in drafts, and particularly will be a big focus in redrafts, where you can imagine his value climbing up actually higher, which I expect it to do. And I will be not surprised that there'll be people out there who still believe in his form, whether that for a number of reasons that he's going to live up to that hype. But I'm going to just argue this point. The smaller the league, the more of those risks you can take. But in the bigger leagues, if you get anything wrong, it's going to hurt you very quickly. And this player is going to cost you some very high draft capital.
All 16 games?
Well, if only he did. We'll see how that plays out. If only he does. Let's see how it goes. Good high-octane offense, every opportunity, just not buying it. Sorry.
Okay, what are your thoughts on Devonta Freeman? Value or not? I'd like to hear from you.
Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thanks for watching.